What's up everybody, this is Master Ian Gamer. With a new Overwatch 2 season on the horizon and a brand new Mythic Skin sure to be releasing along with it, I've been wondering, will this next season's Mythic Skin see a return to the good old days of Mythics when it comes to its overall design and the amount of customization and detail in the skin itself, or will it be yet another disappointment, continuing the downward trend of quality we've been seeing in Mythics for at least the past few seasons at this point? We of course can't know for sure until the season actually releases, but it has got me thinking, what actually makes a good Mythic Skin? What is it that makes Mythics so desirable for an Overwatch player and makes them feel like a truly worthy reward for finishing a battle pass? And why has Blizzard lately been failing to live up to this expectation of what a Mythic is supposed to deliver? Those are the details I'll be delving into in today's video, but first, I'd like to give a special shout out to today's sponsor. Is it a VPN? A wallet? A gamer supplement? No! It's a super tactical RPG with epic boss battles, PvE and PvP, and over 700 champions to collect, which you can play for free on phone and PC. You guessed it, we're talking Raid Shadow Legends. The holidays may be over, but winter's just getting started, and with it comes a host of icy champions. My favorite from Raid's winter lineup is Whirlim Frost King, a menacingly tanky champ whose powerful defensive buffs make him a great pick for taking on the Doom Tower or surviving the PvP arena. My other favorite though? Nishak Verminlord. Perfect for small mammal enjoyers, this pestilent champion employs swarms of rodents to dish out bomb and poison debuffs that always keep the enemy on their toes. But there's more than just cool characters this winter season. Take on the Cursed City, one of Raid's biggest features since the Doom Tower. You'll need to assemble your strongest champions to complete all 100 stages, some of which even pit you against 2 bosses at once. What? But if you succeed, you'll complete various quests and even get your hands on a mythical champion. Be sure to download Raid Shadow Legends before the end of January and use promo code RAIDXmas to score some exclusive in-game goodies. And if you're new to Raid, use my link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to get a free starter pack. Once you're in the game, come on by and join the Master Ian Gamer clan so we can group up and become legends together. Thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and now back to Overwatch. So getting back to Mythic Skins, if you for some reason stumbled across this video but aren't particularly familiar with Overwatch 2 or Mythic Skins, let me break down what exactly a Mythic Skin is. Mythic Skins in Overwatch 2 are currently the highest tier rarity of skin, with one releasing every season as the final reward for the main 80 tiers of each season's battle pass. The skins themselves are highly detailed, featuring not only unique visual and sound effects, but also a modified voice for the hero to match whatever aesthetic the skin overall is going for, unique voice lines that play from the hero during the match, along with a unique highlight intro, and of course, customization options, where even on just a singular skin, you're able to tweak things such as the weapon design, color scheme, and other little details about the character themselves. Overall, on an objective level, these are pretty cool skins. The customization in particular is a huge selling point for most people, as it lets players take these high-tier skins and sort of tweak them a bit to fit whatever they find the most visually appealing, or just overall the most interesting. Back when Overwatch 2 first launched and Mythic Skins were first introduced, they were a big deal. People were excited to see a brand new higher rarity tier of skin being added, especially since at the time they looked like they were going to be a really cool thing that could offer some really cool unique customization and cosmetic options for a given hero. However, if you're a player who's been keeping up with Overwatch since the launch of Overwatch 2, you're likely at the very least aware of the decline of community sentiment toward Mythic Skins that's happened over the past year or so, with the more recent Mythic Skins seemingly being unable to live up to the high bar set by those that released in the earlier Overwatch 2 seasons. And while admittedly there's no accounting for taste, and someone might be a huge fan of the Orisa Mythic Skin but not the Genji one just because they personally like Orisa more or just happen to like the design of the skin, you can't deny that by and large, people have been less impressed with more recent Mythics compared to the early days of Overwatch 2. And there are some pretty objective reasons why this is largely the case. The biggest and most obvious reason why people are less impressed by modern Mythics is that overall they have far fewer customization options. For example, let's look at 2 of the more popular early Mythic skins. skins, being Cyber Demon Genji and Amaterasu Kiriko. These skins had a plethora of customization options, tweaking not only the weapon, but the head design, the hair or tattoos respectively, and the color scheme. 4 separate categories of detail, each which had a good number of options to be customized between each of them. But then, let's take a look at more modern Mythic skins, mainly Onryo Hanzo and Grand Beast Orisa. Well, right off the bat, we can see that the amount of customization has taken a pretty steep nosedive. The only things you can customize about these skins are the weapon, of which there's only 2 options each, and the color scheme. At this point, just on a customization level, these Mythic skins are basically just having a legendary skin with recolor options built into it, which admittedly is still pretty cool if you're comparing it to other legendary skins, but as a Mythic, especially when we saw how good Mythics could be in the early days of Overwatch 2, it really feels underwhelming. Now, I will say that by and large, the quality of the skins themselves and the quality of the options we do have do still seem to be fairly good. I mean, discounting the lack of customization for Onryo Hanzo, overall it's still a pretty cool looking skin, with a unique change to his voice to make him sound more ghostly, and also the ghost bone serpents that replaces dragons. There's a lot of cool detail in this skin still, even if it lacks those customization options. But at the end of the day, customization was not only the major selling point when Blizzard first started marketing Mythic skins, but also a lot of people's favorite aspect of them. There are legendary and even some epic skins which have unique visual and sound effects, skins with unique voice lines that play only when the hero is using that given skin. So customization is what made Mythic skins truly unique. They're the only skins in the game that let you tweak the appearance within the scope of a singular skin. And so by having Blizzard cut back on that customization, it really feels like Blizzard is just taking away things that they've already shown themselves to be capable of including in Mythic skins, but for whatever reason just haven't been lately. And it's not even a matter of that Blizzard couldn't have added customization to these skins. Looking at Grand Beast Orisa, I see no reason why you couldn't modify the design of Orisa herself. The idea behind the skin is for her to be some sort of cyber beast where it's like a machine animal of sorts, which is a cool idea. But given that it's based off of animals, you'd think there'd be a ton of possibilities for customizing the actual look beyond just the color scheme. They could have given her different heads to look like different types of animals. Maybe one that's more like a rhinoceros with a bigger horn, one that's a bit more insect-like, and another one that, I don't know, is bird-like, let's say, just as an example. They could have given different textures to her body itself beyond just the colors, because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a fictional, made-up, beastly cyber animal. There's so much room for customization with this skin in particular, and Blizzard just did none of that. Never mind, of course, the fact that this basically looks like a glorified version of her Megasoma skin, which she's had since Overwatch 1. It's hard to look at Grand Beast Orisa without seeing a sheer missed opportunity. I think it could have worked for them to give her a beastly mythic skin that has different animal elements in it, but they just didn't give her the customization to make that idea actually fleshed out and cool to the degree we would have expected from such a skin. And this then brings us to perhaps the most daunting question of this whole topic, which is, why has the quality of Mythic skins declined over the course of Overwatch 2? Why is it that the early Mythics in particular featured so much customization and so much better detail than what we see in the more recent skins? Well, realistically, there's any number of reasons why Blizzard may have pushed things in this direction, but it's hard to talk about it without seeing what I consider to be, at the very least, the most blatantly obvious reason for them to do this, which honestly is the fact that Blizzard can probably just get away with making low-effort Mythic skins. Even when you only have a small handful of customization for the skin itself, it's still technically better than a legendary skin, so it still feels exciting and rewarding to be that final thing you get on the battle pass. And if people are still willing to spend money on the game and purchase those battle passes, regardless of whether a Mythic skin has 5 customization options or 11, then from Blizzard's perspective, why wouldn't they just go with the 5 customization options? Why bother they're spending more time and effort designing these skins with all these extra options and all these different models and color schemes and effects you have to cram into them, when you can get away with selling a simpler product basically that people are just as willing to buy. Admittedly, that's a fairly pessimistic look at how Blizzard has been handling this, but honestly, I kind of feel like it's the most likely reason for them going in this direction. I will say I'm very intrigued given that Blizzard has announced that going into 2024, at some point we're going to see older Mythic skins coming back as options for newer players to earn upon completing future battle passes, and I gotta wonder why Blizzard has made this decision. Is it because they want to be nice to people and let people have more options to choose from in terms of what they get as a Mythic skin? Or is this them sort of acknowledging that newer Mythic skins going forward are just going to be inferior to the old ones, and thus why not just introduce the option to resell old ones again, since clearly those are better products? Again, I'm very interested in seeing what sort of Mythic we end up getting in this next upcoming season, because for all we know, Blizzard might even continue the downward trend. Maybe this next upcoming skin will have the fewest customization options yet, or maybe Blizzard will finally bounce back. Maybe Season 9 will finally be the season where Blizzard gets back on track with the Mythics, and we finally get more options like what we saw in the early days. But until we finally get an early teaser or the launch of Season 9, we won't know for sure. I, for one, really hope that going forward, Blizzard brings back the grandeur of Mythics from the early days, since, let's be honest, Mythic skins have always been really cool, and I hate seeing them having declined in this sort of way. I like customization with skins. I like cool sound effects and visuals that make a skin like this feel unique. And even if newer Mythics like Hanzo and Orisa's still have those cool visuals and sound effects and everything, it just really sucks having these skins be hampered by the limited customization. So at this point, we can only really hope that going forward, things get better for Mythics, because frankly, it's a huge missed opportunity from Blizzard to sleep on the potential of these skins. But on that note, let me know your thoughts on Mythic skins in Overwatch 2 at this point. Do you agree that the quality of Mythics overall has declined since the early seasons of Overwatch 2? Or maybe some of the more recent ones have actually been your favorites? Do you think Season 9 will be a return to form with more customization options than what we saw with Hanzo and Orisa? Or will it continue recent trends? Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the link down in the description to start playing today and earn some cool starter bonuses, and otherwise be sure to subscribe, hit up that bell icon, follow me on X, and join my Discord server to hang out and never miss any of my future Overwatch 2 news, streams, and other content, and special thanks to my YouTube channel members who help make these videos possible. If you'd like to join them to earn some cool rewards, then just hit that join button down below. Otherwise, this is Master Ian Gamer signing off, and until next time, have a great day.